morning. Welcome back. We're awake because this is actually our second episode of the day.
Don't mind me, I just changed shirt and changed my hat. Listen, man, this is the whole
So
disguise.
look, if we double tape, I'm gonna hit them at night. Just quick reminder, bring some clothes. Wayno brought an entirely
Are you
new
trying to expose me right now?
I just want the people to know like how this happens, right? Wayno, entire new outfit.
Wayno keeps thinking
shoes
this is GQ.
and everything. I know.
Bro, it's 99% niggas that watch the show. You didn't get
I care
no
about
type
my
of female
presence.
comments.
This is not for no females. I care about how I present myself. I'm not gonna wear a puff shirt with a blue puff hat with black and white pants.
This is Golden
with
State
red
Warriors,
stripes
you know what I
on
mean? The ring comes complimentary. You should know that. This is the bandwagon hat.
The
Relax.
bandwagon hat,
Everybody
okay.
knows it.
Well, I have on a triangle.
This is the KD
hat. That's
KD
my
hat.
company.
KD hat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What was I gonna say? I have no thoughts today.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So look, it's not like I'm killing it either. I wore these jeans like Monday. Who cares? But like, you kept on the striped pants and just changed the top. You got.
I didn't bring a pants.
Yeah, but like neutral bottoms, like a pair of blacks, so no
nigga.
one would notice, yo. Anyway, you're my favorite. I love it. Just be you.
Puff.
Just be you. be great.
Fucking cheese
All right, so we're not doing news today. We actually want to talk about the best projects of the year so far, best albums versus songs, and I feel like it's only right that we start with best albums.
Okay. Best albums.
Wayno, let me hear what you got, man.
All right. It's a lot of albums that dropped this year.
Yeah, so look, we're gonna, I hope, put the list up on the screen. I'll just name some
Wow,
while you
Wayno
think.
looking at it like he's so befuddled.
I'm not befuddled. I'm just looking. I know what my pick is. I'm just
Okay.
looking at the albums. Okay.
You know, we gotta make it a little interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do it like top 3 or something like
Top
that.
three.
Or not top 3, but just
okay.
throw out a collection. Throw out a collection that struck a nerve or resonated
Struck a
with you.
nerve that
you probably
resonated
listened.
with me, that I listened to, that I actually listened to. Wow. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit surprising. Well, not really. My first is Nipsey Hussle, right? Victory Lap, because we talked about this last week.
Right.
Do you hear the deluxe version, Victory Slap? Okay, all right, fine. Bad joke.
No, I seen you this morning with Victory Nap, because your ass was knocked out
Yeah,
while
take a little nap.
right
That's
before
a
we was
fact.
taping,
That is a
right?
fact.
That's how I was snoring, bro.
Yeah, you
You
was
snored
snoring.
a little bit. Wayno was definitely startled.
Yeah, you brought out the little
But look,
bench.
it was a light, gentle snore, not like a nasty snore.
You know
It
when
was
you-
cool. I don't snore.
Whoa.
It's like, snoring can't be cute.
Can it be?
Y'all never seen an animal snore? Anyway, go ahead.
Not from you, Puff, but okay, so Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. Then I gotta go with Daytona, right? And for my third, damn, it's so many good ones, but
Yo, I'm just gonna jump in and just say this is super random. A lot of great albums. Pusha is probably like my favorite. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
But my most listened to album of the year, like most played, Black Panther soundtrack. Random. I know.
That's not random.
It's just so good that I have listened to it a lot from start to finish.
So look, Black Panther soundtrack, great project. I love it. But you know what I'm going with as my third, since we doing 3? Gunna Drip Season 3. I ain't gonna lie. I know that's a shocker
It's
for a
not,
lot of
it's not
people.
even on the page. Oh,
Not
it is.
seriously.
It is.
Okay.
I know a lot of people gonna be shocked about that, but I've been really. My son put me on a Gunna, and ever since I listened to his tape, I don't want to call it a tape. I don't know if it's an album. I just call it a project.
Okay.
I listen to that shit at least twice a week.
Okay. So
If Jaden Smith was on here though, I would have Jaden. You know,
Jaden?
Jaden shit.
Let me start off by just saying my favorite album this year. It's my man, God bless the dead and rest the dead. XXXTentacion, question mark. However, tons of great music that came out. And I will say, other than that particular project, Victory Lap was a pretty good album. I enjoyed that album as well. Black Panther soundtrack, hearing you saying that you've played it so much, kind of made me, I haven't played the whole thing in its entirety, but just random songs from time to time, like, man, I'm playing this.
I pop in from time to time.
Yeah. I do enjoy that album, which I didn't think I would have, because I'm like,
It's just such a
Kendrick, Black
variety of
Panther,
songs. Even
Wakanda.
the Sway Lee and
It's so hard to do these lists and shit because you know it's another really good one. Jim Jones Wasted Talent. Jim Jones Wasted
was it good?
Talent. Jim Jones Wasted Talent is a very good album, and I don't know if it's. I mean, he's got a lot of like press since his more recent efforts, but Wasted Talent was a very, very good, solid album.
Okay.
Okay.
Good pick.
Also, Juice WRLD, Goodbye and Good Riddance. That project is especially from a newcomer. I wish we had like, do we have Rookie of the Year type of stuff like
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, we gonna get to that.
rookies.
Yeah,
No, but even like a Rookie Album of the Year, like I'm always impressed when I see a new rapper come out with like solid body of work that you would expect from a veteran that already maybe hit a couple times and missed a couple times and kind of found their groove. He looks like he's just already fired on all cylinders. So his project was good. I like Tory's project too. My man Tory Lanez, Memories Don't Die. I fuck with his project. You know what? Like some people love the singing Tory. Singing Tory's cool. I like the Tory who's kind of a little bit more trap when he does sing. And I do like Tory when he's rapping and he's in his bag. Tory be in his bag sometimes when he's rapping. And some of these joints that he was, like, I felt that confidence that, I don't know if like when you talk to him you hear, but you never heard it in his music. And I felt like he was just owning shit. And that's the Tory I like. So I really enjoyed that project. Just going down this list really quick.
Big albums, Cardi, Ray
Three is
Sherman,
hard.
Post Malone. You don't have to, you know what, forget about the
say
3.
5?
Let's just celebrate the ones that you
All right,
enjoy the
I'm
most.
celebrating Book of Ryan too by Royce the 5'9".
Word.
I'm celebrating that. I'm fucking with. That was really dope. Royce got really personal on there. He talked about alcoholism. He talked about his fears of being a father on there. Well, not fears of being a father, but fears of things happening to his children because they're going out into the world and he can't protect them as much.
What about Culture 2? That was one of the early releases.
That's what I was gonna get
How
some
we
love.
feeling about that like 6 months later?
Culture 2, I think it lasted, especially like the big songs on the particular project. And you know, the Migos feel like this like just ever-present like group in music right now. So like they're always around in some type of way. So of course Culture 2, I fuck with it as well. What else did I want to mention?
So Beer Bongs and Bentleys
Rich the Kid.
streamed amazing, but not
That's
one
Rich
of our
the
favorite
Kid,
picks.
The World Is Yours.
not my thing.
And I mean this, it might sound disrespectful, but I will clean it back up. If that album was like just straight instrumentals, it might be classic. Just straight instrumentals. Now, with
review?
Right. If your ass wasn't rapping on this would be classic.
Yo, you have a way with words
Right.
sometimes. I gotta give it to you.
Oh my God, man. However, it is amazing. Like Rich the Kid put together a great body of work, and maybe I'm thinking it's that great because I had low expectations for Rich the Kid. I'm sorry, and I fuck with Rich the Kid, but I didn't think that musically he could put together a dope project like he did. So that shocked me. So when I was listening to it, I'm going through, I'm like, this nigga Rich the Kid could make records now. Like he could really make records, and he's really finding his groove. So I enjoyed that.
You gotta show everything is love, some love, man. I gotta show everything is love, some love.
I guess somebody got.
Are you about to like recite a poem or something? Come on.
Right. I know I gotta.
I'm not gonna
Somebody
really
gotta-
critique. I'm not gonna really critique albums in
Yeah, we ain't
this
really
particular.
critiquing them. We
But
just saying
I
the
will
joints we
say
like this year.
I still think that's a mediocre album. But
Mediocre
it's not
sales and mediocre album.
It's good. It's good. But you know we call
Yes.
mediocre good. Unless mediocre just we don't think either way.
Mediocre is like, I could do without it.
I could do without it.
You could have did without it?
I could have do without it. I could have do without it.
Do you appreciate it?
I appreciate it because I wanted it, but I could have did without it because
Because of the sales, yo.
No, it's not sales. Yo, I really wanted the biggest album ever. I wanted it to be the king and the queen. I imagine the biggest male artists and the biggest female artists at the same time just colliding, except they're married and they have issues between them.
So you don't feel like the album, like you don't feel like you don't get none of that on the album?
No,
But you're talking about the actual project? Or are you still talking about the impact it made?
Yeah,
when
the
it landed?
impact.
Yeah. And
feel like you weren't impressed with that.
I wanted it to really round up 444 and Lemonade. I wanted it to be a culmination of a decade plus marriage that we could see and hear, just basically hear the chapters of their life and
You
how
don't
they
hear
feel.
that on the album?
Bruh, this shit's alright.
Oh,
Lukewarm.
man.
Put it back in the
Lukewarm,
microwave.
see, now he changes. Moonwalking
No.
again.
Oh, lukewarm to
Moonwalking.
me, all that shit means mediocre, man. It's cool. It's cool.
All right. So let's keep
Like,
going.
you watch Wire when homie says, yo, listen, y'all keep giving me like 60-degree days. Nobody's outside barbecuing on a 60-degree day. It's one of those days, nobody gives a fuck.
Whoa.
You feel me? Not like, but it's just okay. We want great. And those two are great. Bobby Tarantino, I did listened to a couple of joints. I'm not gonna lie. I be listening to Logic, see if he's gonna fire shots at niggas. I'm not. Maybe I'm just like, I love rap beef that much. But I listen, I'm like, say Jordan Lucas. Say Jordan Lucas. Jordan Lucas?
That wasn't one of my favorites, but Little Baby, Harder Than Ever was dope as well.
Yeah.
Lil Bo 2 was okay. It was good. It was good. I fuck with it. And I was looking at Yachty to see what he was gonna do, because I thought he was in a weird space where the Migos was going up. He's in QC. His first album, Teenage Emotions, had lukewarm responses. People wanted him to go back to what they want from him, and you know what? He listened to his fans, and he gave them what they want. Again, I don't know if it compromised his vision as an artist, but he gave the fans what they want, and I was satisfied.
Okay.
Yeah, I only listened to that one time, I ain't gonna lie. But his verse on Drip Season 3 is fire.
Hey,
On Drip or Drown.
what'd you feel about the A$AP Rocky album, Testing?
I thought that was okay. I wasn't...
Oh, Chop Spotty, I can't hear you.
Like,
Speak up.
The thing about Rocky shit is like, it's not my favorite Rocky project from him, but it's some good joints on there. Like, it's definitely some good joints on there. The joint with him and Cudi, A$AP, I think it's called A$AP Forever. That joint was dope. The joint with
The Skepta one's also good.
yeah, the joint with him, Skepta's dope, and the joint with the Juicy J. Well, it's a Project Pat sample on there, but I forgot what the dude's name is. Baby Father, some shit. The dude he sampled. I think it's a guy from UK or something. He sampled that for that record, but I think that was cool.
And for the last couple albums I'm naming the ones that either I am pleasantly surprised were good or better than I expected. Okay. Cardi B, I gotta say it, man. Hearing Bodak Yellow, I'm like, damn, she found one. Heard Cartier, whatever you want to call it, and I was like, damn, this is a good follow-up. I know I couldn't get too Bodak, but it's cool. She was killing on verses, but I'm like,
Be careful.
this is where you get her. This is where you get her with the album. And Atlantic, we talk shit about Atlantic a lot of times, but they handled that well, in my opinion. They didn't give her too many tracks. They kind of crunched it down and gave the tracks that they knew would work.
They delivered.
So I'm gonna say that album was pretty good. So salute to her and everyone, her whole team.
Yeah, those singles are still performing really well.
Yeah, I mean KOD, J. Cole. I mean when you stack up, because the thing is, I know that everybody. I mean I'm one of the only ones that like it out of all of us, right? Mostly. But when you stack up KOD to everything else, love is a strong word.
Just finish it out, Wayno.
When you stack up KOD next to all the other albums or projects that dropped this year, it's not as bad as people make it out to be. I actually really like KOD. I like KOD.
And yeah, even though you acting like a nut, man, I do like your album. Ye album, I still like it.
All right,
I know I feel like I'm the only one with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're, again, Daytona's great. I can listen to the Nas album. I'm good on Ye. Shout out to J-Rock, Redemption's also great. But again, some of these are so new that I'm sure that more we listen.
We still taking them in.
Yeah, exactly.
J-Rock not even a month yet. It's only 2 weeks, so.
You Freddie Gibbs. So we'll revisit some of these albums later. All right, so you feel satisfied? You did some of your favorites?
Yep.
All right, so let's get to Song of the Year. And first, I feel like we got to talk about Song of the Summer. So we haven't talked about this LMA record, Boot Up, which dropped last summer. But of course, I think someone played it and it like shot up the charts. And like you hear it everywhere now.
Yeah.
Officially, can we say Song of the Summer?
Absolutely.
Last year was what, Bodak Yellow / was Unforgettable last summer?
Two different energies.
I'm gonna just throw in there though a song that I wanted to be Song of the Summer, my most enjoyable song.
Right.
Sway Lee Guatemala. That shit's fire.
That is a good song.
It's Unforgettable
It's a good
Part
song.
2, man. I just started getting a little, I feel like I'm on the beach. It's great, man. I love it. It's not hitting at this moment. I do think it's gonna hit eventually.
Yeah.
But I love that song. Again, the LMA record, you're right. But the song that I kind of favor,
That's a good
just because like I love those little vibes where I'm doing a French Montana little two-step. I think he learned that from Chloe, bro, or like J-Lo. I don't know what he learned. But anyway, I like that joint. Let me see what other joints I like.
God's Plan.
So I got
amazing.
all right, LMA, definitely Song of the Summer. One of my favorites this year is Nice for What. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a great song.
One of my absolute favorites.
Nice for What?
Yeah, Nice for What is a dope song.
I don't know how this hasn't grown on you at all. Like, it's very
crazy. But
confusing to
anyway,
me.
one of my favorites that is not being mentioned so much is Mo Bamba by Sheck West. I fucking love that song. I don't know why. Like, I just started liking it more and more in the past like month. It came out end of last year, but it's riding a nice little wave if they could push it a little bit more. But I really like that. King's Dead.
Song of the year, man. tay-k, Hard, featuring Block Boy. Man, that joint goes so crazy in the whip, man. Oh my sweet Jesus, I almost blew my speakers out. That's one of the, for me, I like on songs I bump a lot, because when I'm in the car, I'm just trying to speed and not catch a ticket.
I didn't know you drive.
I'm in Jersey, of course I drive. I'm not from New York. Like,
I thought you have a
Don't
driver
point at me.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't have your money yet, Wayno.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wayno,
Don't do that.
So you're getting the
Don't do
GQ
that.
checks.
Don't do that.
Wayno came up in here like, yo, this sneakers cost $7,200.
Never.
I'm getting my calculator out like
Never.
that's rent times 4. This guy.
I would never pay that much money for a pair of
Man.
shoes. Or anything to wear for that matter. But
Yeah, no, I like that joint. Look Alive again.
Look
That's
Alive
one
is a good
of my joints too. God's Plan to me, because I'm a sucker for a snippet, especially when I keep getting the snippets and I don't have the song. And I remember I was fiending for God's Plan because we heard like this one little kid playing it first, and then we heard a DJ playing it then, and it was like, when are we gonna get this record? And when it just came, it was amazing. I like it. I like it. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite Drake records. I want to say of all time.
Wow.
wow.
Before or after the video, just the song?
The video don't matter to me. Like, the video is cool.
Did you shed a tear when you watched that video? I wanted to know, man. Like, it's nothing wrong with
Drake,
shedding a tear.
hey, Drake on his pandering type of wave, like, I'm not mad at it. I don't look a gift horse in his mouth. So, Drake, give away another $1 million. We appreciate you. We love you for that. But that's one of my favorite songs.
What else? Let's Get It, man. Let's
Walk
Get It is
it,
one of
talk
my.
it, stir fries, get it.
Let's Get It is one of my favorites.
It's not one of my favorite. Well, I do like it as a little pump song, but he has another song with Carnage called I Shine. I love that song way more. I love that song way more. But, of course, that's not his song solo, so he's not promoting it as much.
Last time that I checked,
What about that Nicki Minaj, Chun-Li?
Chun-Li is hard. I fuck with Chun-Li. I wouldn't call it the song of the summer, but I fuck with Chun-Li. Don't try to give me that face like I'm supposed to say, this is the most amazing song I've ever heard from Nicki. It brought her back. Because that's what you be looking for.
No, because I know you be holding New York down. Like, sometimes I be like,
Yeah, absolutely.
But wait, you said after seeing her BET performance,
Right.
you're kind of feeling the song now.
No, he said he was feeling the song with Wayne.
Don't
do that.
No, don't make me say.
What?
Don't make me
Don't
turn
let the
a
bombs to come
compliment.
for you. Look, pick your words
At
carefully.
this point, I like seeing Nicki winning here now. I'm sorry, so.
Damn.
Sorry.
Well, I like Chun-Li, just to go on record.
And I love
I've
her
always
features.
said that.
She's bodying features.
All right. Yeah, because she killed this shit with, this shit, YG shit.
Yeah,
Big
that's
Bang.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's handling all features. She's taking all phase when it comes to at least, and I never had a question about her lyricism when it came to that. Chun-Li to me is a dope, feel-good record for a moment. I wouldn't say it does kind of have a little summer, like outdoors feel, because it's kind of like a move around type of record.
It's like, I feel like a warm-up record.
Yeah, but it feels like a warm-up record. So again, I'm waiting for that big record, the Rich Sex joint with her and Wayne.
So we just got the remix to Plug Walk. What about the original though?
Plug Walk.
Song of
Plug
the
Walk.
Contenders. It's a huge record.
Yeah.
I love that Plug Walk.
Plug
man.
Walk was a big
Yeah,
joint.
Plug Walk's a big one. I would say that's probably an unexpected hit for me. I didn't think it was gonna be that big and like just that dominating. Especially like I felt like everywhere I went, I heard that.
A$AP Rocky and Skepta, praise the Lord. That joint is hard. I
Yes.
fuck with that joint.
Yeah,
fuck with
that's why when people criticize A$AP Rocky's new project, I'm like, y'all like that record. Like, he got a couple records on it, and I think it's records that stand out. I'm like, y'all really like them joints.
Yeah, it's just like, to me, it just, his album felt like he was experimenting a lot on testing. Like, it felt like he was going into a new pocket of things he was trying out. I don't know if I was ready for it, but I do fuck with Praise the Lord.
This is America. Obviously, we'll talk about the video, but the
Right.
song Standalone, curious how you guys feel. And King's Dead. I love this song. I know, Ak, you're not necessarily
Video
a
is the
fan,
shit.
but
What?
King's Dead.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Nah, it's cool. What you mean I'm not a fan? Wait, don't
I thought
throw
you
me
didn't
into a
love.
hater.
No. I thought you weren't really like feeling the song the last
Definitely
time
a
we
hater.
talked about it. Unless
No, I think we had talked about the video or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, the video, I'm like, okay.
You ain't like the video?
I think we were talking about in like best videos, and I remember it said Drake even over that. But yeah, the song is dope. I gave a lot of credit to the soundtrack. X Sad, very dope song and a very commercial song as well. Love that song. And I know you were just humming it, and I'm not really pointing out songs to really critique. But that J. Cole ATM still not my joint, man. I thought it would grow on me. It didn't grow on me, bro.
Nah, ATM is my shit.
Counting up.
I fuck with ATM because I fuck with the message at ATM, like the video.
We gotta have it at one point, because I think there is a lot of times when we get into discussion, or just I think when me and a lot of people have discussions, sometimes the message and also just whether the song is hot or not.
Yeah.
Right? Where do you prioritize?
It depends on who it's coming from.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, super dope message, but song is okay.
Yeah.
But the message is super dope, super important.
Yeah.
Do you look at the song like it means more, or it'd be like, well, it has to first pass that sound test where it's like already a hit, or it's just addicting for you to hear?
It depends, because I ain't into messages all day. Like, fucking Lil Pump ain't got no message on it. Let's get it. That shit is just a dope song. Like, I mean, when it's coming in terms of like something like a J. Cole, it depends on how it's packaged to me, right? So we seen the ATM video. Like, I seen the video before I heard the album. So when I watched the video, I liked the video. And I liked the video. The video made me like the song a little bit more. Because that's how I feel about This Is America. Like, I feel like I like the video way more than I actually just like the song. Like, I don't really listen to the song by itself, but I watch the video. So it just depends on, like...
Hey, if we're talking about videos and, like, watching the video and liking the song, whatever, you know, I really started fucking with that Walk It Talk It record by Migos and Drake.
Yeah, yo.
When I seen that video and just the Soul Train vibe of it, and just even hearing that instrumental, and like, I was like, I kind of like it. I feel it more. Like, I feel that record more because of the video. Yeah, because at first I was like, you know, did Drake mail in a verse?
When they did this shit at the BET Awards, right, I was in the kitchen, right? And when I heard it on the TV, I came to the living room just to see how they was dressed. Because as soon as I heard it, I thought of them dressed like Soul Train, you know? So it depends, you know?
As far as, you know, again, we don't even know if this is still a thing in hip-hop, street singles. But I do believe this was a street single.
It definitely is.
YG Suwoop.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't really play it outside.
Why not? Depending on the hood you in.
No. I don't know about which hood is what hood. I'm not playing that at all. But inside the crib, and when I'm on Fortnite and I need something to hype me up, that YG Suwoop goes.
You know what's my shit?
Damn
in that
hard,
space, with that space, Rap Niggas by Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
Rap Niggas by Nipsey Hussle. That's one of them joints. But I think, songs, we got that. Like, it's safe to say,
and as far as some lyrical joints, you know what I mean, I'm gonna just throw out some honorable mentions. Just, you know what I mean, I can't really mention Pusha, You Got It with Infrared, but salute to my nigga Drake with Duppy Freestyle, and of course the story of Adi Dawn. You know what I mean?
What are we talking about?
Now, I was just trying to give light to some, like, not like hit type songs, but songs that focus a little bit more on lyricism.
Well, if you
Diplomatic
want to talk about
Immunity
lyrics,
as well.
Verse of the Year.
Okay.
Now we can really talk lyrics for this category. So, like, your first pick, but I don't know if you were trolling, was Look Alive. Was that a troll, or are you serious?
All right. So now, you see,
Drake's verse on Look Alive.
Okay,
not Block Boy shit. Right, let's just
don't have no friends when you talk about my man Block Boy. Hey, wait.
I'm starting to like Block Boy a little bit more now with the dance. But
hey, to the viewers, when me and Wayno, you see, we're establishing a dynamic. So we have to a lot of times define what we're debating, because we might debate like this, and the desk is trying to bring one in, and the other,
and we start going all over the fucking place.
So when we talking about verse of the year, again, we don't have to agree on this because I guess it's our own list. But what do you normally look at? Do you normally look at like how lyrical it is, or like impactful, or you look at just the biggest verse that you know, like, you think everyone knows?
No. So what I look at in terms is what resonates with me the most. Like, because we have what I think everybody's gonna like, and then we have what I actually like, right? What everybody likes is usually things I like too, but I'm talking about what I like. And it doesn't have to be the most lyrical, but it has to come from a place where I can appreciate how you put it together, how you packaged it, and how it was delivered. That's why my favorite verse, after I had to go over a few of them, but my favorite verse, and it's not really like, it's like the whole song, but it's Games We Play by Pusha T. And it's because he starts it. This ain't a wave or phase, cause all that shit fades. This lifestyle's forever when you made. They tweet about the length, I made him wait. What the fuck you expect? When a nigga got a cape and he's great. He's gassing it, look.
Man.
He's gassing it. But no, but, I mean.
If Wayno was a manager, he would definitely be a rapper. I could.
Hey, man, listen.
Oh, yeah, did you start out
Hey, since y'all found my
Yeah,
mixtape,
hell yeah.
since y'all found my old like DJ mixtape, could y'all find Wayno's little demo tape, man?
No, there's no demo tape. I never recorded nothing. So look, to that point.
That's a lie. I'm gonna find that shit.
No, I'll tell
Find
you why.
his rhyme
If anyone has the
I'll
demo
tell you why
tape,
nothing
let's
existed.
get it.
So the first thing I ever wanted to be was a DJ when I saw Juice, right? Because
Okay.
of Q. Then I did want to be a rapper. The reason why I never rapped is because my childhood friends was like Murder Mook and T-Rex
Oh, damn.
and Nim and Smoke DZA.
That's rough.
So I would be
They
in
would
the
be
crib.
like shaming you when
No,
you try
listen,
to
I would be in the
freestyle.
crib. Like, I had one of my friends, my man Dama, we used to write together, and I was like, yeah, yo, Friday, like, when we go to the park, I'm a rap. And then we go around, and then, like, Murder Mook would say something, and then T-Rex would say something, and I'd just be like,
Wayno's like,
nah,
let me
I'ma
take my ass home.
Yeah, I was better at helping guys find money as opposed to me making money rapping. So
Hey,
I
look, we're
stayed
glad
out
you're
of
not
that.
a rapper. You're here with us.
Wait a
right
minute.
now.
Absolutely.
That's where the rhyme book at.
I never had a rhyme book. I think I did have one,
That's a
but
lie. You have it.
I don't know if it
You don't have
exists anymore.
anything recorded ever?
Nah, I never recorded. Nah,
gonna
'cause
find
when I was
that,
doing it, it was
man.
like I was like 16 when I really decided I was like, I'm a rapper.
Before
When I was like 16,
Wayno reunites with his new or soon-to-be new hairline, we're gonna find that rhyme book. And I want to see
You
what
gotta
type
call my
of
mom's,
rhymes.
man. My mom's got everything I've ever done, so you might find it with my mom's, but
She got a cassette tape somewhere.
nah, I never recorded. I never ever.
So I think Ak was asking you what helps you determine like your favorite
Yeah, what
verses.
helps
Because
you
I remember
decide
when
it.
you were talking about Drake Pusha, he was way more impressed because you thought Drake was being super clever and things. You were more impressed with the actual content of the lyricism.
Right.
So is that where you were trying to go with that?
Yeah, but not necessarily that angle for like verse of the year. Like I do kind of look at it on like an award show type of thing. Like yo,
What's the qualifications?
So my qualification is that like, what verse did you hear that made either the song enhance the song? Because you know usually the hook enhances like that's the song, right? But the verse is either a standout, whether it's a feature, and a lot of times it comes from features because features usually come in different than obviously the main person on the song. I look for a standout portion of the song where you listen to that verse and said, wow, right? And
replay value.
replay value as well.
Okay.
Like one of those joints where, and especially like, for me, verse of the year usually is at the top of a song because you do know sometimes that one line how you start the joint is how people remember that joint. Like the best verses in history, that first line, how you started, that's how we get it popping, right? So I do kind of look at impact as well, more than just like the most lyrical verse. Be like, whoa, he snapped.
Yeah, because it's a lot of super lyrical verses, but
So, I mean, I do look at
Drake's Look Alive.
I did look at Look Alive, and I said, man, I'm not gonna lie, like I felt like that was the song. I felt like that was the hook. The verse, what he did with the verse, I know Look Alive is the hook, but like he completely
No,
killed
that's
it.
a dope verse. I ain't gonna lie.
You get me?
And he was talking crazy shit on there, like.
Yeah, he just kicked the door down. He just started going crazy. So that for me was my favorite verse of the year. But you know, it does get complicated when you're thinking about whole songs like that are
Do you have any-
freestyles.
You got any honorable mentions? Because I got one. J. Cole Bablo on
Royce.
Bablo Boat on Royce the 5'9's album. That verse was
okay.
really, really tough.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie. Remember we was talking about J. Rock's verse on, and these are just the personal verses for me. Like I don't expect everybody to say like this is not the verse that changed the game. Like you know it's not that. But I'm just saying like what I like in terms of music.
Y'all gonna laugh at this
What?
next one. This guy really laughing already.
Because you always
No.
you set me up to laugh. What?
Lil Baby's verse on Sold Out Dates. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Which
kinda
damn,
snap.
sold out dates.
It's one with Gunna.
Oh yeah. That's
Kinda
a good
went
one.
in.
That's a good one.
And I
That's a
know
good one.
some people might be like this. Someone's like, yo, blasphemy. That's why. But I'm sorry. It's one of those joints. I know line for line. There's some clever joints in there. Like it feels witty. It feels like it's still bouncing. I think the flow is on lock. That's another thing about like
Flow, absolutely.
Like your flow has to be impeccable.
Right, flow.
Like it's one of those things that I'm trying to rap the verse myself, and like I've been practicing. I've rapped like at least 500 times, and I still can't. I'm like, yo, how do you even get? Like, I'm wondering how many times he did that particular line, because like he did a weird little flow there.
So nice.
So I don't know. That's one of my honorable mentions. So I don't know if you guys are gonna laugh me out the door.
No, I'm not laughing, because the thing with Lil Baby, and I just think in terms of a lot of the South artists, because remember, I always said that the opinion in hip hop is always like the dude on the corner in New York. Like that's how the opinion in hip hop is always looked at, as like that dude on the corner in New York that feels like he's right about everything, which that opinion doesn't give a lot of people chances. And with Lil Baby, Gunna, Thugger, a person might have looked at how they dressed and say, I'm not listening to that shit. Look how he dressed. And then never give a chance to really listen to the music. Like Lil Baby, what I really like about him is all the shit that he says sounds like it comes from an honest place. So I'm not sitting here like, is he making this shit up? That's why I fuck with him, you know?
1985, Cole.
Yes.
Rocking with it. Drake, Diplomatic Immunity, man, even though he dissed me. I don't know how I feel about that.
Was that confirmed, this?
Yeah. yeah.
Jay-Z, friend.
Full jab.
Second verse.
Okay, yeah, all right. And you know, some of these kind of also bleed into like even Song of the Year, just because some of these are just freestyle. So there isn't like a verse 1 or a verse 2.
Right.
It's just the entire song is, I guess, a verse or just a song verse. I don't know.
Chops for some shit.
Oh yeah, no, I do have to mention though. It is an honorable mention of mine because my man Thugger do hold it down. Him on Offshore, he.
Is he whispering in your ear again?
Yeah, he did say it. And I did kind of forget it. I just wasn't gonna say that's number 1, but Young Thug did his thing. Y'all tweet at me directly if y'all resonate with this one. Young Thug did his thing on Sway Lee's Offshore.
He definitely did his thing. And the reason why I picked Pusha's verse is just because there's so many things that he said in there that hit when it comes to being lyrical and the direction he's going with his music. So that's my favorite shit. Y'all could call me biased, compromised, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Games we play verse.
I'm gonna add. I'm gonna also, just because I see it on the list here, and if we're counting as a verse, Royce the 5'9" when he went on Flex.
Yeah, Royce the 5'9", Flex. Yo, but you know what? Damn, I don't know. I can't remember.
I remember.
When he did it.
Did we talk about it here? But I remember when we watched it. I remember watching that and I was like, yeah, I don't think certain rappers need to go up to Flex for
another person that, I mean, and this is totally off, but a person that bodied Flex that doesn't get enough light is My Son. I don't know if you've seen My Son's verse on Flex, but he bodied Flex's freestyle. But Royce is definitely one of those ones. It's crazy that all the guys that you see really murder Flex is like the older guys. Because even Black Thought's verse.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you forgot about that
was a
one,
body.
right? Black Thought went up there and murdered it too.
Yeah, if I mention Royce 5'9", I gotta
Right,
mention
you gotta mention Black Thought. You gotta mention Black Thought.
Annihilated.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right, do we want to move on to what do we have next?
The moment
of the year so far. So biggest moment of the year, of course, Drake versus Pusha, the Kanye Good Music releases, Wayne finally free from Cash Money, Kendrick taking home a Pulitzer Prize, unbelievable, Vince Staples and R. Kelly, Meek Mill, Resurgence, the Nipsey slap. I don't know if this should be a moment of the year. What is wrong with you, Chops? Good God.
Man, come on, man. See, Chops, you with all that negativity, man. Anyway, hey, are we gonna just be in agreement? The Drake and Pusha T thing, there's something about. And again, I'm no knock against anyone who isn't into it. The battle is such a ingrained and just necessary portion of hip hop where I feel like everyone takes notice. If you love hip hop, and even if you're a fringe follower, I think you are interested, even just by confrontation or whatever. But when you have one of the top rappers willing to go at one of the most respected rappers, period, ever.
Something we never thought we'd see again.
And
I never thought I'd see that again.
And when you get to see it, and it's not one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm dissing him, but am I dissing him? It's like, okay, this is direct, and this is gonna get the attention. I'm not gonna lie, it delivered. It's a moment, well, delivered on one side.
Don't worry, it'll all make sense on Thursday night, right?
It'll make sense. No Aubrey slander.
Don't hit me when you hear this.
But it's one of those things where I feel like even during the Drake and Meek thing, I felt like really glad to be like alive and like in the culture when this is happening. They're like on some real shit though, because you know what happens? Like these are time markers, and these are things that when you think about hip hop, it helped defines the time that you were in.
Yeah.
Right? Remember when Drake went at Meek? You remember when Drake went at Pusha T and whatever happened? So to me, that's a huge moment this year.
Yeah, I think I agree, the Drake and Pusha beef, because it's gonna be remembered. It's gonna be remembered in like the all-time beefs, like the Jadakiss versus Beanie Siegels, the Jay-Z versus Nas. It's so many beefs to go on as far as like lyrical beefs, not real shit to happen. But yeah, I think that's definitely a moment of the year. And honestly, gotta highlight Lil Wayne getting off of Cash Money. Like definitely gotta highlight that. I mean, and they did it in not to just highlight him leaving Cash Money, but them doing it in a tasteful way. It was going left. It went left, right, back around. So for them to, part ways, no disrespect to each other in the end, no bloodshed in the end, that's a big moment.
I agree. And honestly, other than the Drake Pusha T beef, if I'm doing a personal moments, I would say that's one of them. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I looked around the culture when I saw the news of that broke, and of course, I reported on like my YouTube and stuff. And I was looking to see how people reacted to it, and I don't know I think this has been dragged out for so long. I think certain people don't even know what it meant. Like,
right.
He's not on. This is the first time in his career he's not on Cash Money.
Right.
He doesn't have to get everything cleared by Birdman, and his money issues supposedly now they're fixed because he got a settlement. And that's huge. I think because people maybe don't see the album just like coming immediately. Right. And of course it's gonna come, I can imagine, pretty soon. But that's a huge moment. That's a thing that some people are saying, all right, so 2025 is gonna be still going on.
Right.
It happened in 2018.
Right.
So I'm with you on that. I'm just hoping the culture realizes that.
And Meek's resurgence, I ain't gonna lie.
That was a moment.
Because that was a moment that transcended not only with hip hop, but you got Robert Kraft going to visit Meek Mill in prison. You got the owner from the Philadelphia 76ers pulling up.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree.
Yeah, pulling up at the prison, flying him.
When
coming
Meek
out
got out of
Dateline
jail.
and everything.
And everything that lined up with that. Keep in mind, you have to remember months before all the people, as you mentioned, were visiting him. There were so many rallies. You saw community leaders from even down to like almost politicians, or at least people that work for the state. The DA, they're speaking out of the city. They're like, yeah, we basically support this guy. And then when he gets out of jail, hops on a helicopter, flies to the Sixers game. The Sixers win their series. Yeah, when he shows up, he hits the bell. Right. No haircut, no nothing.
Right.
And you realize that the people and the city of Philadelphia looked at Meek as one of the people who were done wrong. He was the champion. Right. And he's still going through his battles now, but that moment when he got out of jail I felt the city new hope.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It gave people who thought that, this legal system, you cannot go against it and have anything favorable, or you can't change what's already there. Yeah. It's meant to fuck us over. It gave people hope. That was a huge moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I will also just throw in the Vince Staples and R. Kelly just because Nadeska calls that.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, people really thought I was trying to silence Vince.
Right.
I just knew we weren't going to put that in our live stream. So real quick, Kendrick winning the Pulitzer, of course, it's not like a moment like Drake and Pusha. It's like we couldn't live through it, etc. But like, of course, that's history making. We're going to look back on that for decades to come and be proud of him. So
I got something for that coming up too. I mean, for everything we're going to talk about.
Oh, so are you getting a Pulitzer too?
Yeah, I was going to be like, yo.
I wish I was.
Man, low-key I was going to be like, yo, what the hell? Yo, man, get the strap.
Just come in shops? Get the strap.
Get the strap is definitely like quote of the year.
Yeah,
get
that's definitely a quote.
I started just saying it randomly for everything. I seen a lady trip at her own wedding. I'm like, yo, she probably got up and said, man, get the strap. I don't know.
Then you're gonna
50
have to
really got everybody saying it.
Right.
Video of the year.
All right, we already know your pick. Let's get Wayno go
your
first.
Pick? My pick is This Is America.
Word.
Honestly, it was God's plan until This Is America came out. But I think it's I think it's This Is America for me, only because it provokes so much conversation. You know what I mean? It provoked so much conversation and so many different things, a lot of memes. You know what I mean? Like, it had so many different things. It had the goods as to just visual genius. I thought it was visually genius. The down part was that nobody actually knows what the video is about. And Childish Gambino saying, I don't want to talk about it, just put it there. But I think that's what great art is for, is to put it there to be judged. So I say This Is America.
I think that's the beauty of it all. When I ain't gonna talk about it. Whatever y'all think.
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Your biases and what your predisposition to think will come out, or just what you see from an oppressed point of view. I agree with that. I did say God's Plan was my favorite video, but This America never came out yet. Right. Watching that video, very deep, very impactful, very graphic, and it's just, you can't watch that video and not have thoughts of just how society is. And the song's called This Is America, and it's supposed to do that, and visually took it to the next level. I get it. God's Plan was great. It was a great philanthropic effort. You gave away $1 million. Again, I don't look a gift horse in his mouth. But in terms of message and enriching the song content by visually portraying it, and also playing into what people think, not dictating what they should think. It was amazing.
Yeah, and my strong number 2 is Kevin's Heart, by J. Cole. That was genius the way they played that one off. Like, that was really dope. That was really dope. It's like people didn't even like J. Cole kind of like announced having a baby in that video, like for the people who didn't know. Because you remember, like, he's looking for a stroller, and Kevin Hart is by the part to look for a stroller as well, but they on 2 different sides, right? I think that's the only time you see J. Cole in the whole video, is when he's in there looking for the stroller. So This Is America.
All right, that's your.
Drake, take some notes, man. That's how you announce it, bro. MVP, man. Right?
MVP.
Yeah. All right, so options: Drake, Kendrick, Pusha, Kanye, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Cole, J-Rock, Post Malone, Uzi, or Migos.
You want to go first, Zach?
It's a much shorter list, so.
I'm going to have to go. I know what this guy going to say. My MVP this year, thus far. Remember, Drizzy drops on Thursday. But he got Washington Battle, so I can't put him.
Oh, you moonwalk too much. Go ahead.
I think I got to go with K-Dot. No. Oh. I'm going to give it to K-Dot, but if Kanye didn't say that shit, man, I would have given it a yay, man. That nigga Kanye working overtime, doing all type of albums, production, 1 million miles per minute. He's doing a lot. He gave us a lot of good music, literally good music. And I would have gave it to him, but you can't be the MVP when you got diarrhea in the mouth and your it's like you scored 10 points, but then you allow the opposition to score 30 on you, man. You drop 30 and you let the nigga you guarding drop 60.
I give it, you know what? I give it to K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar, who is my favorite rapper right now. I give it to Kendrick Lamar, of course, the Pulitzer Prize, but also for him taking a year off to let everybody else shine. I mean, Damn came out last year, and Damn still has a great lifespan. I feel Damn is a classic album as well.
So you feel he's definitely MVP for last year. So
I feel like he's MVP this year. So far.
Yeah, but even if you were thinking about last year, he was definitely MVP last
definitely,
year. Right?
But
so you think mid-break like that?
He's MVP. I'm gonna tell you why MVP. Because in order to be MVP, you got to make your teammates better. Right? It's most valuable player. So
no Russell Westbrook out here.
Yo, chill. So the reason why is because we have the Pulitzer Prize look.
The Black Panther look was big for him.
The Black Panther look. They're gonna win an Oscar. Like, they're gonna end up winning an Oscar off of this. Also,
they should. Let's not jinx it, man.
Huh?
They should.
I don't believe in jinxing. I don't believe in jinxing. Also, the championship tour. Going on tour with your whole entire team, everybody coming to see you, but everybody getting their shine and you doing arenas.
Word.
And overall, I mean, for him to be chilling, he's just as relevant as if he had his own album out. So I got to give it to my man K-Dot for MVP for those reasons.
You normally say a lot of bullshit, man, but you were right here. I can't even gonna lie to you.
You wear a lot of bullshit, but I'm letting you rock
talking
today.
that bullshit,
Yo.
but he finally, K-Dot, you got it, man. You got it this far, man.
This guy.
You got to give it to the guy who, again, he dropped 30 already. He could go for 60, but he's trying to let his team eat. You know what I mean? Everybody eats. That's my man, K-Dot. Okay, so what are we talking about?
Stop. Rookie of the year. What are you doing, bro?
All right, yeah. Come on, we are Rookie of the Year, man.
Not yet. This is our last one. So Rookie of the Year options are Jay Critch, Sheck West, Young Nudie, YBN Almighty, Lil Xan, Bod Baby, Bobby, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Smoke Perp Gunna, and Lil Baby.
My Rookie of the Year, I gotta go with the young brother Gunna. I gotta go with the young brother Gunna. I mean, I know Lil Baby is more of the popular opinion, but Gunna is too in a sense, right? Can we, for them, I give them co-Rookie of the Year. Like
That works.
I gotta
Lil
give
Baby
them,
would be my pick. Yo, he floated on Yes Indeed.
Yes.
Usually when you listen to a song like that, you want to hear Drake and then you turn it off. I actually listen
Right.
for him.
So
and I'm like, why didn't you give us more verses, actually?
I gotta go with Gunna and Lil Baby. And I say strong, very, very strong case for my man Jay Critch.
Okay.
Very strong case for my man Jay Critch. I don't know why Almighty Jay is on here and not YBN Namir, because I feel like YBN Namir is doing way past what Almighty Jay is doing. But I got Lil Baby and Gunna.
I feel like Almighty J's redshirted this year, man. Give him his, like, again, I hate when two people, we know how crews come. We're gonna identify the front guy and then the other guy is the next guy up.
Right.
But you could save him for the year after. You get me? Like, let him rock out. So redshirt him right now because he's not gonna really get his time to shine until Namir's really in his pocket and doing his thing.
Don't
And then
forget about Corday on the way.
that's what I'm saying. But that's what, both of them
Yeah,
are redshirted.
right.
But you know how crews come.
I know what you get.
I was gonna say Lil Baby, but I was thinking about my Rookie of the Year criteria, and I said, you know what? This might not be a shocking one for the people. I'm going with 6ix9ine. I'm going with 6ix9ine for Rookie of the Year. Here's why. The reason why is this. I was gonna go Lil Baby, but you said it, so that kind of made me not want to go. But then I thought about it, and I said, look at this. Lil Baby, very talented. I love his music. He's great. Like, I mean, if you listen to my playlist, I got all types of like Lil Baby songs. I love it. But he's coming through the QC factory. And QC right now, they got a cannonball. And when they're shooting, you're going to the top. I'm sorry. Like,
Yo, the picture he paints is
I gotta
hilarious.
be, yo.
Like, I'm thinking of a
So we got,
cannonball
we got
right now.
Migos, we got Yachty, we have, they man is Trippy,
Stefan
Don,
Cardi, all these things mix in it, and then Lil Baby comes in as I'm the new guy with the little different swag from everybody else. Everybody kind of combined and they run like, it's more than a label, it's a family. He's like, it's like
But
he's
back
on,
to 6ix9ine, because we're going.
No. Well, that's what this relates to 6ix9ine.
Okay.
It's like you're on the Warriors, bro. Like you're on the Warriors. You're on the Warriors.
Hold on.
Now, no, that's a winning team.
I
Now,
get
if
it.
you come on the Nets,
I'm gonna need your help with this one, you know.
So you saying 6ix9ine is on the net?
yeah, he's on the Brooklyn Nets and he's putting up 30 a
What?
game. They may have got swept in the playoffs first round, but damn, you got to give him credit because he made the team relevant. I'm giving it to 6ix9ine on that one.
Yo.
Because you know what? Honestly, through a guy who has basically isolated everyone as friends, he got no friends, no type of like
He has
big
no
support
friends.
pushing him other than me. Well,
Yeah,
he has somehow kind of still dropped 30 a night. And whether it's through a lot of BS antics, but he has had some records with it to match. And I think that he could probably he got to be in that conversation for Rookie of the Year. So I would give it to
He's
him.
in the conversation. I would not say that, because I felt like 6ix9ine should have made the XXL freshman list. I felt like 6ix9ine should have been at Summer Jam. So
It's already a step beyond Rookie, essentially.
Well, I mean,
I think he's in his
still-
rookie year.
no, he still is rookie year, and he sold 58,000 first week. I'm pretty sure he did pretty well on his project overall.
Yeah.
But the reason why, and it's the problem that everybody has with 6ix9ine is like, you can't look away from the other shit. It's like, I listened to his project one time and I never
The off
really,
the court shit.
Huh?
Because we're using basketball analogies, right? The off the court.
The off the court shit.
Right? It's
His off the court.
You're running up in
he's
the
like
stands.
He's like Dennis Rodman, like for real. Like, he's like Dennis Rodman where he was wilding off the court. Like honestly, 6ix9ine, if you look in terms of like New York artists, new New York artists, he's kind of at the forefront as to what he's accomplished. But what he's accomplished comes a lot with all the antic shit that he does. That's why, honestly, I make a stronger consideration for my man Jay Critch, because Jay Critch doesn't have the antics. He has music.
To that point, I will say that, well, given the rookie year, right? I'm still rolling with 6ix9ine, but I think his career has a trajectory, and to compare it now to football terms, he could be Randy Moss, T.O., or it could be Adam Pac-Man Jones. You get me? And it's how you handle the off-the-field stuff and how it affects what you do on the field. How does it affect the music, right? Is the music going to be forever hot, or, now you've isolated?
I ain't gonna for Gummo's forever hot.
Yeah, you're right, but will you be still relevant to the current culture? If you've isolated everyone, I think 50 Cent kind of proved that, at least in my eyes. When you isolate everyone, you have no friends, and you can't lean on someone for a record, or hey, I could be on, like, I could still keep the facade that I'm still hot while I find another one. Your career is ended quickly. You get me? I think that's one of the things that Jay, not that he was ever like colder trying to find one, but in times that he wasn't putting out music, he always felt like he was here with one.
You think
because
his career is gonna end soon? Are you saying that?
No. If he doesn't have one for a good, and things move quickly, for a good 9 months, people are gonna look at him like he fell off.
Cause 6ix9ine, I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna birth another 6ix9ine. Like there's gonna be another kid that's crazier than him.
This is one of my critiques, and I know I'm bringing another artist into it, but just even trying to stay on that type of thought, Fetty Wap. I always thought that Fetty Wap should have did more features, and I felt like whether it was I think it was label situation, because his records was too hot to me. I was like, this don't make sense why this guy isn't just still the hottest guy. But he didn't do features that kind of kept him there. I think Nicki's doing features that are kind of keeping her in the mix. While I'm not liking her records, I keep saying
that really well too.
Yeah, I keep saying it. I'm like, yo, I love her features. So
they never stop working.
That's the thing, they always pop up. It's never
Exactly.
too quiet.
But see, and this is because now my music industry shit has to come into play when we talking in terms of this, right? I feel like Fetty Wap, what hurt Fetty Wap is that he had a lot of success fast and he made a lot of money fast. Cause money makes a person like reluctant. It takes away, like, it's just fact, man. It's like money takes away a lot of hunger. It does.
Because you have something to lose now,
and
you're comfortable.
When Fetty Wap made all those big records, he was broke. After he got rich, it's not many records that you could think of that you say, well, this came after those. And when you look up all of those records, is what, 3 years? We halfway into 2018. 6 more months, we fucking popping bottles and shit. Happy New Year. So I think that a lot of artists, they hit fast and they make a lot of money fast, and whatever makes them a lot of bread fast, because that's what their goal is mostly, it kind of takes away from their artistry.
Well, and if we're connecting it back to 6ix9ine, I think he's dropping a record pretty much about like every month and a half to kind of like, it's prolonging the run.
Even it out.
And that's probably good. The only thing is, from what I've seen in the music industry from a lot of artists I liked, isolation is dangerous, especially when music fans who are fickle and do want to move on, they move on from you. That when they drop you, it's cold. It's cold because you might be doing some of the same things and you realize it just doesn't connect.
Right.
And sometimes it might be the money. Like if you make a lot of money real quick, shit changes. Right?
Right.
You're not making those like my ribs is touching, hole in my white beater type music no more.
But the thing is, Meek is up, right? And now we have Stay Woke, right? And Meek, we know Meek got money, right? Because it's just about the honesty of what's going on in his life. I don't think that everything doesn't have to be my ribs is touching and I was broke and now I'm rich. But I feel like, one second.
Okay.
But I just feel like it has to be honesty within your life of what's going on. And I don't think that's gonna happen immediately. But one thing I can say about 6ix9ine is, I know he loves his daughter. Like he always shows her. And when we talk about Tupac a lot and shit, Tupac had a song, my man Shooter said this shit. Like Tupac had a song, excuse me, about we're not talking about the same. I'm talking about my man Shooter from Harlem. one of the dopest.
I don't know
lyricists,
nobody
too.
named Shooter. Like that's all I'm like Shooter.
Nah, it's my man from Harlem.
I imagine say, yo, I'm hitting on my man Shooter.
He's one of the dopest lyricists out of Harlem. So he's been in the game for a while, but he put me down to something one day. He was like, yo, Tupac had a song about everything. No matter how like tough you believed he was, he still said he loved his mom. He still said he cared about his community. He still wanted to ride on niggas and he still wanted to save niggas. He was a walking contradiction, and I think what made Tupac's artistry great is that humans are walking contradictions. We always say a lot of things that we want that we don't always agree with maybe an hour later or maybe the next day. So I think like in terms of 6ix9ine, with all the shit he has going on, if he could just get to making some, and I'm not gonna say he don't make dope music because his fan base loves his music, but if he came to a place where he has some shit where he could talk about a wide range of things, it would keep him in the game a bit longer if he wants to be. He seems like to me like a kid that just hit the lotto, like, you know what I mean, and just having fun. You know?
We'll see. Fat Joe spoke to us about that also when he came up here. How sort of you could have this huge record, then shit's really cold, the label drops you, etc. So to Ak's point, it's always good to have friends and people you could collaborate with in those moments.
I remember even, and just you saying like how money changes shit, I remember I think it was either Jim Jones or Cam talking about like just how Dipset changed. And it was like when we made most of those songs, like we were in like a couple apartments in Harlem, like we were broke.
Yeah.
It says, when now it's like everybody got Benz and mansions, and it's like, yo, show up to the studio this time.
Everybody
I get there when I get there, nigga.
Yeah, everybody not calling each other the same way. It's the thing
Everybody
about
got crews.
Right. The thing is that you can never recreate chemistry. You can never recreate them times. That's why I'm not a big fan of like sequel albums, because whenever you made that album, like imagine like, I mean Nas made Stillmatic, which Stillmatic is a really good album, but it's not Illmatic because he wasn't in that same mindset. You'll never be in that same mindset when you was younger or what you was going through, so money changes a whole lot, when it comes in terms of making music.
All right, well, let's see where they end up. So this started, you said your pick is 6ix9ine for MVP of 2018 so far.
Rookie of the Year.
Sorry,
Rookie of the Year.
I'm on the wrong slide. And Lil Baby and Gunna.
Yeah, I got co-rookies of the year with
cool.
Lil Baby and Gunna.
All right, so before we go, I really love Wayno's shirt. I'm an extra small, slim fit, and I feel like that size might work on me, Wayno. Is this like a one-time wear kind of thing?
I don't know. Hey, listen.
Wait, you're not out here waiting.
No, I am, but I'm saying that looks pretty small. I think I can fit that.
You know how
I can
extra
fit that.
small would look on me? My shit would be up here.
That's why I was like, yo, nah, bro.
Man.
I'm like, I don't know if she playing or what.
No, that was my size.
I'm like, yo, Wayno in the gym.
No, guess what? How about this? I'm gonna get my co-host a jersey.
You a millionaire, so.
Team jersey?
One day. You want one?
Yeah, bro.
All right.
You don't
Just
even
don't wear
watch,
it
do you watch,
Nah, I got an all white outfit. White and black, I'm good with the stripes.
You go with the stripes?
I'm good with the stripes.
All right, so I'm gonna get you this one.
Hey.
And Ak, I'm gonna bring you one. I'm gonna bring you a.
Well, pick a team, though.
You gotta pick a team. You gotta pick a soccer team.
I would say, if it's not Jamaica, give me the winning team.
You watched none of the World Cup, right?
All right.
Give me the winning
Pick Mexico
team.
or something. They're doing great.
No. Give me some team that has white and black, yo. If you start giving me these weird colors, I can't match.
You love.
Right.
You don't match anyway. What are you
Look, like
talking about?
look, he had to
What
wear
team
blue.
wear black?
Look
What
how
team
this
wear
went.
black?
Huh?
Black, like a dark color, black.
This team, the German team, was black and white. Because the other one was
figure it
black.
out
It was
for
all
you.
black. But I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you, Wayno. All right, that's our show. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Thursday. Struggle Exchange. Send us some more video questions. So hit us on Twitter, Instagram, DMs. We got some really dope ones last week. Keep sending those. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Everyday Struggle.
Talk about Ak's shirt on the questions.
Puff. Can we call him that from now on?
No.